If somebody did a switch 360 flip when I was growing up, my mind would be boggled. The tricks today, it's like cheers on them, but it like unmotivates me because as soon as I'm about to do like a blunt on an 11-foot wall, somebody will do a blunt kickflip. It's like, okay, looks like I'm not gonna do that anymore. Well, that's the good thing about skateboarding is that you can get creative and not go big. You don't have to like lip slide 15 stairs anymore. You can find a tree with like a nice transition to it and try some like Wally backside 180 or something and it'll look cool and it's creative. Yeah, I definitely got to that point. The last drop-in I did, there was a satellite dish and I always wanted to do that. And I had like the poles in between and it was like perfectly set up to go right through it. So I did that and, you know, but it's like when I have like 4 magazine photos and they're all drop-ins, it's like, God damn it, I need to chill with this.
Yeah, Eskimo buddies. She comes and hangs out and then, you know, we get down when we get down and then that's about it. Yes, I have. That's the girl.
No, I didn't get run out of Philly. Me and Ricky, well actually Ricky had a problem with me. Ricky said I stole a Spitfire package, but that shit was Jerry Fisher though. You know, he blamed me for it. And I looked at Jerry like, you fucking kidding me, dude? And Jerry was like, I ain't giving it back. And I was like, damn, so I just had to eat it. It all went together, man, because nothing was said about any package until there was this girl in the situation and Rick broke up with his girlfriend and then she like hopped into bed with me. But I was like, yo, I ain't messing with you. You're Ricky's chick. Like, no way. But some dude like seen us in the bed together and apparently he told Ricky like me and her boned out. But we ain't even boned out. I wish I would have boned out, but we didn't bone out. So anyway, Ricky was all pissed off. He talked about fighting me. And then I left Philly because I went on a trip to Michigan. I didn't leave Philly because Rick was pissed at me. I just went back to Michigan. Hooked up with my girl there, who's my girl now. And while I was gone, the whole Spitfire package rumor came up. And that's when Jerry Fisher was like, yeah, I already knew. Because I was there when he took it, but I didn't take it. And I wouldn't rat him out. I mean, I'm ratting him out now kind of, but it's like, yo, it's seriously like 15 years ago or something like that.
I was in a car accident in 2005. The extent of the injuries were I guess you could say they were pretty severe. I mean, I broke 3 vertebrae in my neck, which pretty much put me out the whole 2006 year. Daryl Angel was the driver. Going home after skating one night, we crossed the intersection and there was a lady making an illegal U-turn right as we were crossing it. I remember like right before we crossed that intersection, I thought to myself, because I didn't have my seatbelt on, damn, maybe I should put it on. And as soon as I buckled in, literally seconds later, we got smashed. It was crazy too, because I was on the phone with my fiance, and when we got slammed, all she heard was just me screaming. Like it basically shot through the dashboard, and smashed the window, and it was still on. And I think it bounced back onto the floor of the car. All she heard was just me screaming and screaming. And then Daryl, he picked the phone up and he just told her, shit, we were just in a car accident. It was so gnarly, blah, blah, blah. I was just frozen, like I couldn't move or anything. And then I had to get pulled out by the firemen. That was probably the most like gnarliest pain I've ever been through in my life, for sure. Any fall that I've taken skateboarding, I've gotten wrecked skateboarding. Nothing tops that, for sure. You know, when we got to the hospital, they did all these x-rays on me and CAT scan and all that stuff. 3 broken bones in my neck, collapsed lung, massive chest bruising, and then I had a broken clavicle. I was in a neck brace for a total of like almost 7 months. I was out the remainder of 2005, which sucked because we were like still like in the middle of filming for the Bag of Suck video. I tried skating again in December of 06. The very first trick I go for is a backboard on a flat bar, and I slide out and I just re-broke my collarbone again. All I did was just lay in bed. I was fat as hell. The doctor had advised me, whatever you do, just try not to walk upstairs because you could fall and re-injure yourself. And it was one morning and I woke up. I had to relieve myself. I got up and I snuck up the stairs. I had to relieve myself, switch dance, mind you. Finished. And then I'm walking out. Dude, the very first step I take down the stair, I had socks on, slipped out, lifted up my collarbone once again. I'm at the bottom of the stairs, laying there screaming murder. It really sucked, man.
It's me, Colin, Trevor, Wes Snell Virus, and I think Jerry's trying to get some shit in it too, but it's just like a web thing like everything else nowadays, so. But it's gonna be out like in a year or so. Colin and Brandon for sure. I bought the house. We were doing the final inspection for it, and the guy was going up in the rafters, like up in the attic or whatever, and checking shit out. Me and my realtor, who I'm like really good friends with, we're like, oh, let's go to the liquor store, get some sodas or whatever, because the house is empty, you know? We're in there, and she gets like a lottery ticket, and we're like playing lottery, and we win $5, we go back. And as we come back, we see the guy that's selling us the house, like just fucking run out with like a safe. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is he doing here? That's weird. And he fucking like takes off. The inspector comes out. He's like, holy shit, that was crazy. I just found 400 grand in your attic, or 40 grand, all in like $5 bills. And he was like, I guess he found it like when we went out. And he was like, the whole time, I guess he was like, fuck, what do I do? Do I tell fucking the guy buying the house? Do I tell the realtor? Should I just fucking keep this for myself? Like, should I call the actual owner or whatever? But I guess he actually called the guy, and he got a grand out of it though. The inspector did, yeah, he got a grand out of it, so that's pretty sick. But yeah, they found 40 grand in $5 bills. You'd rarely see him. I remember one time I came into his room and he was had like a whole Snoop Dogg, like, I don't know if it was Snoop Dogg, but it was like a baby blue, it was Snoop Dogg, baby blue, like velour-ish type suit. And he had this big ass TV that he had from the first American Mansion, and I walked in to like borrow something, and I was like, knock, he's like, come in. And I opened the door and he had like glasses, and like his hair was all wafty, and he was like exercising. And I was like, whoa, can I borrow a DVD? He's like, yeah, they're right there. And I was like, all right, sorry, I just closed the door. But it was awesome. Awesome. Doing way better than all of us at demos. For some reason he skates demos more and contests more and kills it harder now.
The best thing is that it happened, that it even exists, and the worst thing that it happened and that it exists. Seriously, I mean, there's that dichotomous nature about it, you know, that you struggle with, in the sense you're like, you know what, just let it, sleeping dogs lie, you know, during an era, you know. But the story, the way it's told, is not what a lot of people assume. You know, it's not about, woohoo, we were so great. It's not about that. It's about the individuals themselves and what it took to get to where they are. And
walk up, I see like 15 skinheads.
Sounds fake, but I lived it. And I don't really lie.